Okay, a couple of years ago I printed my own Christmas shirt. There was an office Christmas costume day where people, I think it was like Christmas jumper day, and it's too hot to wear jumpers in the office where I work, it's like an oven, and so I printed my own Christmas jumper style shirt where I used rubber stamps and paint and printed on a purple shirt for Christmas. A similar event is coming up tomorrow, which is Halloween, and we're expected to wear something Halloween themed. So I thought what I'm going to do is something quite similar. So I got myself a black shirt and I'm going to print it with a Halloween theme today. So I've made my own little foam stamps for this printing. Hopefully this will work. Let's just take a look at how I made these. Okay, so we're going to cut some stamps out of art foam, and I'm going to use my laser engraver to do this. So let's load up a picture. And we're going to do outline mode, and I want it, let's say 60mm square. Okay, and away we go. Oh, I need the extractor on. Okay, let's have a look at that. Let's just allow the smoke to clear a little bit. Let's see what we got out of that. Well, it's cut okay by the look of it. And yep, there we are. We've got our ghostly ghost paint stamp. Yep, I think that's worked about as well as I could have expected. Cool. Okay, so the other two objects we've got to make as well now. I won't bore you with the details. Okay, so I've got my 3 spooky Halloween shapes cut out of craft foam. I need to mount them on something to stamp with, so I'm just going to probably cut out, doesn't need to be particularly precise, I'm just going to cut out some rectangles of mounting board. So just going to use wood adhesive. I'll find a stick to spread that. Yeah, we'll just get a bit of PVA wood glue. Decide which way round we want our ghost. I think that way. And then I will smear a little bit of glue on the back there. Not too much because I want it to dry quite quickly because I've got to use these tonight. Stuff, and I'll just stick that on there like that, and I'll put something on there to weigh that down and stick it down. So I'll do the other two like that as well. Okay, so those are my 3 little stamps. Let's get downstairs in a minute and start stamping that shirt. Okay, now for printing I'm going to be using just emulsion paint. This is just domestic paint for painting the walls of your house with. Now I don't know if those colours have rendered all that well today because I'm using artificial light here, so the colours might seem a bit off, but I've got a nice purple, a nice lime green, a pumpkin orange. I've got black as well, but I don't think I'm going to use that. I was going to paint a tie to go with this as well, but I think I'm going to leave that now. So I've got the typical stereotypical Halloween colours here. I think we're going to have purple bats, we're going to have green ghosts, and obviously orange pumpkins. So let's get started with the printing. To hold this all flat while I'm printing, I've just cut a piece of cardboard. I'm just going to jam that inside the shirt. And this is really just to hold it nice and flat and stop it puckering up too much, so that I can actually work on it as a flat piece of material. That looks pretty good to me. Okay, and we're going to have a little practice on something that's not fabric first, because obviously I only get one go at doing the actual shirt. I don't want to foul it up. So let's put this out of the way for the moment, and we'll have a little practice run on a piece of paper. Now what I've got here is these are plastic sheets. These are actually made of some sort of flexible plastic, I think maybe polyethylene. And I'm going to use these for rolling out my paints, because these paint pots have got a little roller built into them. Yeah, the paint squeezes out. Yeah, and there's a little roller. But that's perfect for what I want actually, because what I can do is actually make a thin film of paint. I can take my pumpkin stamp and very carefully drop it on top of the paint, then pick it up again, and with a bit of luck I can print that straight onto something. Yeah, not bad. Okay, I think we might need a little bit more paint, so I think we might need a thicker layer of paint to pick up. So maybe we'll just do a smooth layer like that. I think maybe we'll just jiggle that a little bit like that. Pick it up. Looks pretty good. Got to be really careful. I've got paint on my thumb, so I'm going to have to use a rag for this as well. Let's have another go at printing that now. Yeah, that's not bad. I slipped a little bit at the end there, but I think that would have been fine. So I think we're probably, I wonder if I can actually, I might be able to just do that. That might actually work better. Let's just try that. Oh, well, if I hadn't, yes, that's going to work better. If I hadn't actually messed that up, I'm going to have to watch out for that. I think I'm going to fit some little handles on the back of these so I can pick them up cleanly. But that's looking pretty good. And what I'll probably do as well is just wipe these moulds down a little bit in between prints, so they don't get too blobby in the voids there. But I think that's going to work okay, and I just think we need to maybe just be careful I don't get too much paint on the face of these cards. Right, I'm going to make some little tape handles to go on the back there, so we don't end up doing this kind of thing, but I think we're more or less ready to go. What I'm going to do, I think, is a row of pumpkins across the line of the pocket, and I think I'm going to get 1, 2, 3 across there. So here we go, the moment of truth. So paint is going on to the, I'm going to do that not over the shirt. Okay, paint's gone onto the pumpkin and we go in there. Right, that's it, moment of no return now. Pretty good. Yes. Okay, so that's all the printing done. Okay, so there it is, my Halloween decorated office shirt. Probably can't see it so well in this light, so when we get some daylight tomorrow, I'll try and capture a bit of footage so you can see what the colours are really like. Okay, so well, there is this shirt in the early morning daylight. Only one thing remains now really, is to put that on and get to work. Okay, so here we are at work, and yeah, I think that's come out okay. Looks better from a distance than it does from close up, but it does the job. So there we go, cheap household emulsion paint can be used as a fabric paint with reasonably good effect. As we all know, emulsion paint doesn't wash off clothes, so it does seem to be a good alternative to expensive fabric paint. Happy Halloween, thanks for watching, and I hope to see you again soon.